Hello, and welcome to another episode of Those Natural Ones. Before we get started today, we got a couple announcements. First off, we have become Twitch affiliates, so you will see all kinds of cool little emotes that were made by our illustrious Sam available for subscribers. So feel free to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, Sam, was there anything else that I'm missing?
I don't think so. That was it. Oh, there's also, we've got some emotes on Better TTV. So if you use that, you can use emotes that are designed for each of our characters, which is a fun.
Fantastic. All right, Sam, do your thing. Tell everybody what happened last week.
I'd love to. It wasn't eventful, so no big deal. So the first thing we did was we delivered the captive Durgar to General Calliope. She charmed him for more information, then dispatched of him. We learned the enemy is set up in Nordurum, and the general sent us to scout the cave and investigate. That's all. Meanwhile, Butch was sent on a side quest to help Ironhaft recover from the ambush. In the caves, we encountered what we believed to be the remaining Duragar and their chief. Upon killing the chief, we were surprised by an intellect devourer popping from his skull. Arnon dispatched it quickly and with intensity. During the fight, a mysterious voice spoke into Elric's brain, beckoning him. We didn't know about it, though. Not that it would have made a difference. We discovered, as we explored the compound, a Mind Flayer, which trapped us in the room with it. It quickly killed Gwyn, but not before a message was sent off to one Hugh Percival Lawcross. Hugh arrived, dispatched the Mind Flayer, and gave Gwyn another chance at life via a deal. Amongst the Mind Flayer's effects, we discovered more information on Shanian plans to invade, and that the Hand of Tiamat had a larger role to play in their efforts. And we continue our story in the same cave.
Right. I do just want to reiterate that your orders were to scout the cave. You guys chose to go in and try and kill everything.
I went back, and I was like, oh, look what we did.
That's well. Okay.
I mean,
turned out great.
Elric did try to tell us to, let's leave. And then we're like,
multiple times, your illustrious Underdark master, that's not the word I meant, your expert did try and warn you to leave.
I scouted the shit out of that cave.
Yeah, you did scout the shit out of that cave. So, we pick up where we left off. You guys are standing in this room. You do have the pool.
Yeah, I got a question about the pool.
Yes.
I have something I want to do with the pool.
Fresh water or salt water?
That is a great question. I would say it would probably be fresh water. There's not a lot of salt water.
Is it like a bunch of tiny little tadpoles, or is it like a few big ones?
They're probably about yay big, and there's a whole lot of them in there.
Okay, I am gonna go back through.
Gwen puts her hands up to you, Arnon, and says, "Do you mind? Can I?"
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and then I can't move my token.
Oh, sorry.
Not that it matters, but for dramatic,
you're good.
For drama. So Gwen walks over, just at this point deadpan, and I'm gonna reach out and cast. Well, first I'm gonna look at Arnon. I'm gonna say, "Do you think these are sentient?" Never mind. And then I'm gonna put my hand over the pool.
Whatever they're growing here can't be good.
And then cast infestation, and not say a word.
All right, go ahead and roll that. What does infestation do again?
Cloud
of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily.
So all the spores that are around Gwen that have now come back get really frenzied and just descend upon the water and just start.
All right, and
essentially melting them.
Yeah, and while you see this, your dog's doing it again.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. These spores go into this water, and all these little tadpoles start like writhing and shriveling up and everything. a few of them still hanging out in there, but quite a bit of them have stopped moving.
Can I cast it again?
Sure.
It's a cantrip. I can fucking do this all night.
Do it again. All right, then that for the sake of brevity, you cast it a couple times and destroy all of these tadpoles, and now there's just these dead.
Now that she's got that out of her system, for good measure, I'm going to go back through all the food stuff and find as much salt as I can, and I'm going to salt that.
Fantastic.
Pond.
All right, which you do not
Which
not
should
too hard
take care of any eggs. Too.
Yeah, not too hard to do. You go and find a couple pouches, like bags of salt, and go through and salt the water. All right.
I needed to get that. Been thinking about it.
It's cool. It's cool. Let's take this head back.
All right. Okay. So you head back to town. It does take you about 3 hours to retrace your steps up before you do emerge into Castellatri. And you come out in the same little dump area. What would you like to do?
What time is it?
You're looking at probably about 9 o'clock at night.
Let's go see if the general's there.
Before we go to the general, I just have a question for you all. While I think it's probably fine to mention that Hugh helped us out, can we collectively exclude the part where I died? And
Sure.
And Hugh, the other things Hugh did.
Are you...
Which you guys...
What would say?
Unless did you explain to them what happened, or...
I told them I made a deal.
Okay.
And I'd like to not necessarily share that with Calliope. Butch, it's fine. But Calliope, I maybe another time.
Arnon feels like that is your story to tell.
All right. Real quick, as you guys come out and have that conversation, Butch, so you spent the day basically caring for Ironhaft, Major Ironhaft, and a few of the other soldiers.
It was hard work.
Yeah, who were in pretty rough condition. Through your divine means, you were able to stave off death for a handful of soldiers, as well as bring Ironhaft back to a fairly comfortable state.
Did I get to squish any brains that popped out of people's bodies?
No, you did not notice any brains squishing out of people's bodies.
Okay.
So, after all of that, what would you have done?
Well, probably go, I don't know. Depends on how much time it takes and what time of day it is.
Let's say you worked through until about...
I'm sure they've also put me to work, like lifting things
right.
and moving things.
Yeah, they found other little odd jobs for you to do.
Hey, big, massive guy who can lift trees. Will you move this house over? Okay.
Yeah, they found other odd jobs for you to do and kept you busy until probably about 6, 7 p.m. So it's still about 2 hours before the rest of the group came back.
Surprise, surprise! I'm gonna go eat.
All right, so Butch heads to the tavern, and the rest of you are headed to the general.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait, was I supposed to go tell the general it was done, or do they have runners to do that?
I mean, more than likely, other people would have told them. If you would
so I'm eating.
Okay, if you would like to stay eating, that's fine. Unless you want to just notice your group passing, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Sure, I can I guess I can put off eating to rejoin the group.
All right. So the group walks past. You see them out like through the window and everything, and rush out to join up with your team.
Oh, hey guys, how did it go today?
Hey, Butch.
And they're carrying something, right?
Yeah. You see Arnon carrying this. At first glance, it kind of looks like a squid, like a big, fat, like octopus-looking thing.
Okay.
All right. So, you guys head into the Citadel, into the fort, and make your way up to the war room where you know Calliope typically is. As always, she is there, and you walk in and hear her in a low conversation with the captain. Rain is there as well, and they seem to be finishing up a conversation. You see Captain Maris kind of like nod and act like she's about to stand up while you guys are walking in, and then they both see you, and Maris kind of like settles back down in her chair, and the general looks at you guys. No offense, but you guys look like shit.
We toss the head on her table.
What the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna point at her and I'm gonna say, this town needs a circus.
She is utterly confused.
Mind Flayer.
Hold on. I'm going to see if she has ever heard of one of those.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, we'll see if she has a charcuterie board.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
This is a Mind Flayer? I thought these things were legend. I've never actually seen one of these before.
There
Neither
we
have I.
This was
Rick?
in
We studied them.
This was in the caves? This was in the tunnels?
Well, it
With
wasn't in the backyard.
Dwergar. With the Dwergar, yes.
What?
Oh wait, that's an aberration. We wouldn't have studied those. Never mind.
What?
We took the scroll from the cave, right?
Which
Yeah.
scroll?
The
The one-
scroll from his effects that had all the information.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Should probably give her that.
Yeah, I'll hand that over.
So she grabs it. Well, this symbol again. She unrolls it and everything, and she's looking over, and she's like, so this mercenary group seems to be a lot more involved than I thought they would. I thought they were. Tell me everything. What happened? What did you find?
It seemed as though it was a Dwergar encampment. But then, the further in we got, the more obvious it was that something had taken control of them, or perhaps in this case, wormed their way into their minds.
So you're saying this thing was controlling them?
It's able to speak directly into someone's mind.
There was also that one we killed that had the brain pop out and start walking around. That happened.
I'm sorry. Come again? What?
I was an
Bef-
Axeman.
Before
It was great.
before we met the Mind Flayer,
Yes.
we killed the chief, I
Yes.
think, of the Duragar. And upon
Looked
killing
like Santa.
him, his brain popped out, And it had legs, and then it was also quickly killed.
She's just stone face at this point, like complete, like utter disbelief at what you're saying, but still like grasping what you're saying.
You're handling it great. Better than I did.
Yeah, are you all right?
Yes, I mean I am surprised that you guys made it out of there, if this is what you are telling me. She turns over to Captain Maris and she's like, those the things we talked about, they will be here tomorrow. I want you to make sure that they are unloaded and taken down to these caves immediately. And Maris kind of like nods and says, okay, it'll be done. And then turns to all of you, I have work to do. And they stand up and start walking out of the room.
Bye-bye.
Well, this is eye-opening, to say the least, to know that this is going on without right under our city. About how far down before you ran into this thing, to this Norderon?
What was it, like 3 hours?
3 hours. Okay, so at least there is a little buffer. We will have defenses in place soon. We are stationing a few guards. Didn't do us very much help last time, but we are stationing a few guards, and we have some heavy equipment and reinforcements showing up in the morning that we will station further down.
These aren't just humans. Not only humans. You got to be mindful of that.
Yeah, we may have gone genocidal on some tadpoles.
I don't feel bad about
that. Arnon, you make a history check. Yeah, you would not have realized what those tadpoles were. Gwen, it just seemed like Gwen was basically acting out of rage and killing whatever she could at that point.
I figured anything that they were growing was bad.
Right. Elric, make a history check. With advantage, because this is your area, where you came from. Elric, however, knows exactly what these are through stories, and I'm sure he probably told you after the fact.
Yeah.
Elric's heard basically, boogeyman stories about these his entire life and the tadpoles that they leech into people's heads.
Us drow are raised as children with stories about these creatures. The kind of stories that make you want to cover your ears at night, lest one of these slugs slowly turn you into one of those creatures.
Into a Mind Flayer?
Yes. Yes, that's how that works.
I'm gonna
at least.
Well, now I feel great about what happened then.
According to the legends, these Mind Flayers, they feed on brains so that they can make more slugs that can creep into people's ears and slowly create more of themselves.
So it's like a tadpole brain pyramid scheme.
Gwen just throws up.
And we only found one.
I don't.
Hey, hun.
So you're saying that there's more of these down there?
I'm saying it's possible.
And you Who was saying something?
Nobody. Not. It was me, but
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
going to.
All right. So, did you hand her the note? Yeah, because she was reading.
Yeah.
She's like, so this line about contacting the hive. Do you think they are talking about more of these things?
I don't know, but I do know that Aphelion is the head of that organization. So those are instructions from the top.
He is the head of this Hand of Tiamat?
From what I know about them, yes.
Well, like I said, there are heavy equipment and reinforcements coming in tomorrow that we will secure these passages. This outpost, this Nordaram that you found, is there any reason to potentially keep it like maybe a forward outpost in case of invasion through the Underdark? Is there a strategic value to this?
Well, we didn't see any portal or anything to the Underdark, so I would assume that that the rest of the tunnels need scouted.
Just for your reference, the Underdark is just a farther subterranean area. There's no portals into the other Underdark. Just
I thought it was another realm.
no, it's a subterranean, like a deep subterranean area.
It's like the Hollow Earth, right?
Yeah, basically like Hollow Earth. So,
just got to keep going down until you find them.
yes. So this and Elric would have known this from his travels out of the Underdark when he was younger. That at that level that you guys were at, that was basically the border between where Nordaram was, is basically the border between the lowest most of the surface realm and the beginning of the Underdark.
Yeah, as stated before, it was what looked like a at least semi-defensible outpost. With that said, there are beasts of burden down there that could be utilized for transport and movement of goods and what have you.
She kind of looks up and motions towards one of the guards standing on the side of the room. She kind of puts her hand behind her, or her face behind her hand, and kind of talks to the guard, who quickly nods and heads out of the room. All right, we are sending a small dispatchment to follow your tracks down to this Nordaram, scout it out, and as long they are going to be very stealthy if this is what you dealt with, but as long as it still remains empty, they will start prepping for that to be our last line of defense for this invasion, so to speak, from this hive, whatever that means.
They had a corral of beetle mount things.
Yes, this is what Elric had just mentioned to me.
Sorry, I stopped listening.
Well, I will say, you guys look like shit. So go get some rest. In a few days, we will discuss the. God damn it! This missing ship we talked about a few hours ago. That is still a priority, but Captain Meris, it'll take her a couple days to get her supplies ready and everything, so take a few days, and then in about 2 days' time, come see me, and we will send you off if that works for you guys, unless you guys need more time to recuperate.
Sounds good to me.
Like I said, go get some rest. Maybe take a bath. You guys look like shit.
I mean, like, we get it. We get it at this point. Like, we heard
When
you.
you're going to need more than a day, you're good.
No, I think that the 2 days time she said would be great, and that's my snacks roll. by the
Yeah,
way.
I know it is. I know what that's for.
Oh my
That's a
god.
nat 20 snacks roll, my dudes.
Snacks roll!
All right.
Gwen deserves a treat.
Let me see something real quick. 1 second, real quick.
Snacks for Pat. Pat loves snacks rolls.
Yeah. All right.
Did
Yeah,
you not
you do-
see me looking for them?
Yeah, I was trying to see if she would have rolled like a 12. She would have seen you looking for snacks, but yeah, you do see. I mean, it's 9:00 at night now. Maybe by the time you guys walked up here, had this conversation, you're pushing closer to like 9:30. So you see like a pile of like a plate with like some pastries, assorted pastries and stuff on it.
I take one.
Before you get to it, like you start walking towards it, she just grabs one and throws it to you. You look
This-
like you need this.
means the world to me. Thank you so much.
Everyone else, help yourself. You're gonna take them anyway. I know what happened to those fucking sandwiches. They didn't disappear into thin air.
Fist bump, Brett.
Do you think she's ever going to mention the cup I took?
And just take one. Start heading out.
Oh my god.
All right. So, as you guys leave, what would you like to do?
Maybe a late supper? Or
Oh, yeah.
rest.
About as good a time as any.
Which is mhm.
All right. You had.
I'm in dough right now, so like, let's feast.
All right. Are you headed back to the same tavern as always?
No, I don't want to see that barmaid. Since like I kind of left in a hurry.
Oh shit!
You know, she wasn't gonna come with me in the first place, and then she like changed her mind later. But like, I want to see who
God
else
damn
is
it.
out there.
I gotta get the old notebook out.
I mean, wait, can we like shower first?
Might want to do that.
Sure.
Yeah, let me. Less rejection that way. You know.
Gonna
All
take
right.
a prestidigitation.
He's actually one of your bard has prestidigitation,
I
so
do.
you can actually. So she can actually go through and take just basically like a minute and go over each and every one of you and just prestidigitate you guys clean.
Yeah.
Who needs a shower when you got magic, right?
Right.
Love it.
All
And I
right.
like I've even like done your hair. You know, use like really nice oils. You know,
All right. So
smelling
where
lovely.
are you guys going?
What are the other taverns/restaurants in town?
So there was the Laughing Unicorn, which was the one that you guys frequented multiple times. There was the Cup and the Coin, which was the one on the
Oh, I forgot to ask Calliope something.
Okay. You
Is there
guys
still a chance?
you guys are on your way walking out, so you can still ask her if you would like.
So I spin back around and General Calliope, one thing.
Yes.
Arnon kind of mentioned it. but I do think a carnival would be a great idea.
Why? Why
Just
are you?
Hmm?
Why?
Why not? I mean, a war's on. Like, wouldn't it be nice?
Are you talking about that lacrosse gentleman?
Yeah, we've met him out and about.
I don't know. He seems kind of sleazy to me. He seems like he's literally just here to rip off people of their money.
I don't think it's just ripping people off their money. Like, I think he's got a helpful streak. I feel it.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage because Arnon started this. I forgot about that. She looks at you. She kind of slight nod. I will consider this.
That is the first and only time Arnon will help someone with a persuasion roll. Not purposefully.
Yeah. I forgot about your we need a circus.
Town needs a circus.
All right. So
Awesome.
there was the Laughing Unicorn, which is the one that's basically downstairs. The Cup and the Coin, which was the one that you visited when you were investigating the missing people. It's out on the fringes of town. A few blocks away from you, there is one called the Sad Hawks Inn. And then there is also one, it's probably about halfway around, or halfway through town, called the One-Eyed Aristocrat.
What was the second one?
The Cup and the Coin?
Up in the coin.
And that's out in Pearl Village?
Yes, that's the one that you talked to What's-Her-Face about the missing people. Trisnala.
Up in the coin.
I thought that was kind of a hike. Is it not kind of a hike?
Yeah, it is a bit of a
Oh.
hike. So
close to us, we have the Laughing Unicorn and the Sad Hawks Inn.
yes, those would be the closest ones to you.
I think we
Unless
maybe could use some laughing and not some sad.
Yeah, let's go see some bummed out birds.
you want to go see the bummed out birds? I mean, there's always a chance that barmaid is picking up shifts in multiple bars too, and if that's the case,
Damn it.
maybe we should
Damn
go to
it.
the One-Eyed Aristocrat.
That sounds like a reference to a monkey part.
Let's say the one with the laughing.
Whatever you guys say is what I say.
The Laughing Unicorn?
But that's where the barmaid.
She might not be working, you don't know.
Or we can let's just try it, Rhett.
That's fine. I have a hat of disguise. I can leave.
Just go in disguised, meet her a second time,
Yeah.
drop the disguise, and be like, "Don't you love me?"
Wait, what
I
happened?
mean, but doesn't that seems like real shady.
What happened?
I'm so tired. Let's go and we'll fill you in.
All right. So you guys walk down.
Rhett slept with a barmaid.
Oh, was it a human?
All right. I think I need to. No, everybody. No. Rhett is not on here.
Because their loyalty is terrible.
All right. So you guys walk in and to the same Laughing Unicorn. From first sight, you walk in. It is pretty busy. There's music playing and everything, and you do see quite a few soldiers and locals in there. And then the same dwarven barkeep is standing behind the bar. A couple barmaids running from table to table. Rhett, make a perception check.
Dwarves.
You do not see her. She does not appear to be there.
Was the barmaid a dwarf?
Rhett, was the barmaid a dwarf?
Please say
Let's
yes.
say yes.
Well, there's your problem.
Oh,
But
I like
I'm
a
gonna ask you
challenge.
to chill, my guy.
We're
It's
all
been a
dwarfs
rough
with
night.
the lights off.
All right.
And we want to tell you all about it.
I mean, but
Well-
you and I were drinking into the early hours of the morn, so I think this is forgivable.
Yeah, I don't really remember you going, well, I think I was, I don't know.
She rejected me. I get more and more charming the more I drink, so.
Wait, what? You got rejected?
So,
Yeah, you were there. You were there for that.
Oh,
But then it came back around. It's fine.
you probably need a bigger shell.
I like
Bigger
how
what?
a bigger shell is the
Shell.
answer that you come up with.
all right. So yeah, you walk in, you find a table. This other barmaid comes up to you. Hi guys. What can I do for you? What are you having?
Ale. Actually, do you have something like a little harder?
We got whiskey,
I'll take it.
like a shot.
2. Just for
2.
me,
Okay.
please.
I'll have 2 too.
2 for.
How much is
Leave
a
the-
bottle?
Bring a couple bottles.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we got different ranges. If you want the good stuff, it's going to be about 5 gold.
Well, I've
Per
seen a
bottle.
lot of open wounds today. So, yeah.
Bring
Good
us 10
stuff,
gold
please.
whiskey
Yeah.
bottles.
All
Better
right.
sterilize.
Yeah.
All right, 2 bottles of whiskey, top shelf. Bring that out. Any food for you guys?
How's the turtle soup today?
It's
Is it
it's
fresh?
Yeah, it's much better. We got a fresh batch in earlier today.
Oh, I get it. I'm supposed to ask her about the monkey brains, right?
Nothing with brains, please.
Monkey brains.
Oh no.
Please, no brains.
Uh, uh, do you have turtle soup? Is that a thing that
Yeah.
you have?
Yeah, we have turtle soup. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
it was
it's-
a little
it's okay.
game.
I'm always
last
down
time
for a
we
good
were
charcuterie tray, so soup
That
and
sounds-
charcuterie all around.
Just the charcuterie sounds great. I don't want anything wet,
No tray?
slimy, no brains. I want the tray. That's it.
A steak, if you could, please.
Okay,
Ooh.
sure. Anything else before I head out?
Just by 5.
You have any flan?
I don't even know what that word means.
How about pie? Do you have pie?
Yeah, we do have pie. What kind of pie? We got like cherry pie. We got like meat pie. We got like apple pie.
I've had meat pie.
Do you have turtle pot pie?
Is that a thing? I've never heard
I
of
mean,
that.
if you have to ask if it's a thing for you, probably not.
Cherry sounds delightful.
Cherry? Hey,
Pie.
bring out just like one pie, or do you want just a slice of pie?
Do you guys want pie?
Wait, they have pie that's sweet?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
whole pie, please. Whole pie. This man's life's about to change.
All right,
Turtle, please.
I will bring.
This turtle's life's about to change.
I will get the chef started on all that right away. She runs over, but real quick, she runs over behind the bar, grabs out 2 bottles, grabs a handful of glasses, and walks back over. He's like, I think you guys need to start on this. Sets it all down and then walks off to put in your order.
Did she say get the ship started? I guess that makes sense. This is like a port.
Their unlimited super salad.
So,
Basically, it's unlimited soup and salad bowl.
so Butcher, should I have whiskey before the soup, or is that going to ruin the taste?
I don't know. We don't really eat a lot of turtle soup.
You seem like an expert on it, though,
Yeah.
Butch.
Like,
I mean, we have it, but it's not like we drink a lot while eating turtle soup.
I'm getting mixed messages here.
I think it'll probably enhance the flavor, Arnon. My
Good
guess.
call.
That was one hell of an excursion.
Yeah.
Got you some javelins.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and I just
awesome.
take it out and hand it to Butch across the table.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Fantastic.
Javelin City. Population
Excellent.
U.
I caught this one.
Oh, nice. So there was talk of a brain running around on little legs.
That was just the beginning.
That
Yeah,
is crazy.
I julienne to that fucker.
That was when times were good.
So there's this one time, right? So like Elric was like, "Hey guys, this is a super bad idea." I mean, I'm paraphrasing. Okay. So he was like, "Hey guys, bad idea. I know what's up, listen to me because, I'm from here." And we were like, pshaw. And then we just proceeded anyway. Just not heeding his advice in any way whatsoever. And
wait.
we battled some giant Santas, which was pretty all right. I wanted to ride some beetles on your behalf, but I was advised against it.
It was pretty all right until the giant Santa smashed me in the face with a hammer twice.
And then I scalped giant Santa.
Mm-hmm.
And then the brain was like, "Rah." So.
And then Arnon, feeling better, beat it to death.
Yeah. I lost some time there in that fight.
Feel ya.
What is a Santa?
This is a
You
big,
fought him with this as Duragar, they look
Yeah.
like Santa Claus.
but a big fucking Duragar.
Yeah, they did the grape ape thing and
That big,
up to the ceiling.
that spicy. So we fought what we thought what we thought was their boss, till the brain crawled out of his skull. Ah. That's great.
It was good times until it wasn't, but it was mostly good times.
So after we killed the chieftain, we, and Julian the brain, we explored and ended up trapped in a room rather with the things that owned the head that we brought back.
Yeah, that head thing. That looked pretty terrifying.
Tell me about it.
That was.
How you feel about calamari?
I'll kill you.
Can't say I've ever had calamari.
If I ever see calamari, it will be too soon. So there was some stuff we left out when we told Calliope, or when we gave her the rundown of what happened. So
I'm gonna just pour you a drink. I'm just gonna pour all around.
Thank you.
I think I'm just gonna pick up the drink and then just stop talking. Someone else can fill it in.
We don't have to go into it if you don't want to.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's good. I just, I wasn't there for some of it, and just maybe it would just.
Okay.
Maybe you guys can. It's fine. Just drink.
Arnon, Rhett, do you want to fill Butch in on the finer details, or should I?
Yeah, so
How
Gwen got
about
her
you take
brain sucked out.
the heavier stuff from here?
Wait, what?
Gwen got her brain sucked out and munched on by the octopus head. I tried to cut his.
punches.
I try to cut his face off of her face, but he munched her before I could do it.
Wait.
That tentacle fuck had a beak, Butch.
You're like an oyster. Yeah, just brains.
And he held me down by those tentacles and ate my fucking brain.
How are you alive?
I believe she's undead now.
I'm not undead.
She's
Butch
I'm
stands up, slams his hands down on the table, and
Wait!
proceeds to freak out.
she's a
Wait,
corpse
Butch,
animated by spores.
Remember the javelins.
stop,
We brought you
stop.
javelins.
Stop. Okay, wait. No spores. 'Tis not the time.
I'm walking
I
over to the
didn't do
table.
this. I didn't do this. All right. So if you
No,
can imagine,
No. If she's undead,
I'm
I
not
have to go
undead.
outside.
I
have to
can
go calm down.
explain. I
Butch
can
gets up and Butch
explain.
leaves. Walks right out of the tavern.
Arden!
That guy can't take a joke. Levity
He's-
is what gets us through these times.
So I'm gonna take a full bottle and go out and follow Butch. Be like,
Please tell-
listen.
Just yell after her. Tell him I'm not undead.
Yeah.
But-
And I'm
but-
just like, I'm like winking. Like, yeah. Like,
But if you're dead and then you're not dead, so like
If a big old cleric comes up and brings someone back,
do you believe in magic?
so
are they undead?
you're relifed.
I was relifed.
Okay.
I was given a new chance to essentially erase what happened.
Oh, we
Yeah,
have
a new brain was
semantic
poured
problem.
into her old brain hole.
Yes. Like this is still up here, it's still mine. Restored through
Spores.
Yeah.
powerful magic. Not spores.
All right, so I
damn it.
follow Butch out, and like I have the full bottle of whiskey, crack
Fork
that
in my
thing
hand.
open, and I just hand him the entire bottle. Okay, just
Look, I just assume you like are part of the circus now. I mean, you got your brain sucked out, and then the circus guy showed up, and then you were alive.
All right.
I will
Going back to
Butch
Rhett
starts chugging
and
the
Butch.
bottle.
yeah, just hey man, listen. We've been in and out a little bit on our own adventures, you know, so we can trust each other to catch each other up on the happenings of when we're absent, right? You can trust me, right?
She's anathema.
She's not undead. It's just not the case, man. Everything
Arden-
was restored. The restoration is very different than undead. It's you know how we can heal and we make choices to heal. We use potions. It's very similar to that. It's just on a much grander scale.
Look, I know how healing works. Arden
I
says
know
she's
you do.
undead.
Arnon's also an asshole, and he's fucking with you.
Rhett, make a persuasion check. Butch, make an insight check.
Well,
So Butch,
hmm
you know well enough that Arnon can be an asshole. You're still not completely convinced, but Rhett seems to be telling you the truth, at least her version of the truth.
And listen, if something goes amiss, we'll find out together and we'll fucking fight it out together. But either way, let's go back in as a team And like,
No.
you know, the way she was restored, let's restore our group. Like, we got this.
Red,
Let me explain.
you have knowledge of some healing magics, yes?
Yes.
Surely you know if someone's brain is removed, they're dead. They're dead. You would
That's just
need
not what happened. And you weren't there. I don't know how to explain it to you without you being there. But hey, I know what I saw, and that's not a dead person.
well okay. So Arn was fucking with me about her brain being sucked out?
No. That happened.
Then
Butch,
Think about all of the things that we have run into in our short time together. A lot of those
yes.
things are unbelievable, and a lot of those things are things that should not be possible to happen, yes?
Butch,
Yeah.
make an Arcana check. You have heard of more powerful magic. You're not that familiar with it, but you have heard stories of more powerful magic that has been able to regrow arms and legs.
Oh, sure, the power of a god or a high priest or a high cleric.
Right.
But unless there was one down there. All right, well. All right, so he's just messing with me.
I think that there's a reasonable explanation for everything, and I think that a lot of those things come with time.
Yes, but Gwen and Undeath have a history.
Sure.
And there's problematic elements.
Do you trust that the rest of us would be on your side should things go sideways?
What?
So you seem to have a concern about Gwen. Do you feel that the rest of the party would be there to support you should your concerns become a reality?
I'm concerned whether Gwen is undead.
And what exactly concerns you with that as far as us moving forward?
You can't. Who aligns themselves with the undead?
But I'm telling you that she's not undead.
Yes, Arnon is messing with me. All right.
I think you should polish off that bottle and we go back inside.
Is this an elven thing? Because we turtles, we will also lie to each other in jest, but not about someone being undead. That would be some march too far.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I just want us all to go back inside and continue forward.
All right.
So polish off that bottle. Maybe take a beat, and I'll just see you back inside.
I don't know if I can drink the whole bottle.
I do.
All right. I reluctantly return, grumbling, looking
so
warily at Gwen.
you guys
and
walk
Arden.
back in. Oh, we just lost Gwen. She turned into a bear on the stream. Oh, wait. Hey, there she is. She's back. All right. Anyway, so you guys walk back in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I break the table?
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh, no.
Nah, the table's fine.
All right, good.
You might see like a little tiny little crack in it, but no, the table's fine.
I'm sure everyone caught their drinks.
I mean, I brought out the bottle, didn't I?
I'll stop by Arnon. Arnon. I forgive you this time.
Sorry, buddy. I've got you. And I reach out and touch him on the shoulder and cast protection versus good and evil.
Thank you, my friend.
Now you're protected from her.
Oh my god.
I assume there's a fork. I'm gonna stab Arnon in the shoulder.
I
With
need to
a
switch
fork.
seats. I need to
Go
switch
ahead.
seats with somebody.
I legit
All right.
stabbed him in
So
the shoulder.
I would say this would be a
Here, I'm switching
dexterity
seats with you.
attack that you are not proficient in. So go ahead and make a just a dexterity check. Like roll d20, add your dexterity modifier.
I'm putting Elric between me and Arnon.
Oh no, I should have cast it on myself.
Damn straight you should have. I missed.
You try and stab him, and he just like moves his hand out of the way, and you stab right into the table.
You'd say, everyone, please. We're making a scene.
Can I explain, Butch?
Hands.
Can I tell you what I saw, what I experienced?
I could just turn undead and then we'd know.
Go for it. Or you can give me a chance to explain.
Oh, well, no. Red explained that the elf was pulling my tail.
I would like to tell you, and maybe fill in the gaps for the rest of the party. But it's very important to me, Butch, that you understand that I'm not undead. I need you to know that. And I need you to hear what happened.
I mean, you don't look undead. You don't smell undead.
You're not going to be weird about it?
I'll probably cast Turn Undead later, just to make sure. I mean, people can be turned undead without them knowing.
I'm not undead, Butch. I'm very
Okay.
much alive.
Oh,
All right. Let me just check your heartbeat. I'm gonna come over and check her pulse
Pulse feels normal.
and put my hand on her head for her temperature.
Feels fine. Might be a little sweaty, but
This is rage sweat, Butch. I'm trying to tell you something.
All right. I'm gonna wipe away a tear of relief and sit back down.
We left out. We got some help killing the Mind Flayer, Butch. We didn't kill the Mind Flayer.
Okay.
The Mind Flayer did kill me for a time. The person who helped us also gave me a chance to come back. As me, fully restored. The person who helped us was the guy that usually sits over there in the corner, Hugh.
Human.
Hugh the Hugh Man.
Okay.
I don't know that he's human.
I hope not.
Arnon makes a valid point.
I'm gonna say no on that.
You think he might be a god or demigod? Or a demon or a fae?
I don't think he's a demon or fae. But I do think... he's not just human.
I mean, I'll take a fae or a devil over a demon any day.
I don't think he's
I
a
have
demon.
Fey ancestry. Would I be able to tell the difference? Would I know?
all of you have Fey ancestry except for the turtle.
Okay.
I'm kind of specialized in that knowledge in that area.
Oh, yes, you are. You didn't pick up on any. It's Fey fiend. There's what?
Fiends, Fey, and undead.
Let me
Let
double
me make sure.
Doesn't matter if you lie about it.
Yeah, Fey, Fiends, and undead.
I don't believe anything. Yeah, no, nothing would have. You wouldn't have picked up on any Fey fiend or undead energy from him.
He helped Butch.
Good.
I'm indebted to him
Okay.
for his help.
Yeah, that sounds like a life debt.
I just need to know that you're not like, I don't feel comfortable with you casting on me secretly, and I'd like you to be honest with me, Butch. Like, if you're still weird about it, do your checks. Do what you got to do, but do it to my face.
No. You have a pulse.
Cast it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
No, I'd rather do it out in an open field, away from everybody here in the bar tavern.
How am I going to sleight of hand turn your chair around if you're not going to cast it in here?
Okay.
I want to get better at my stabbing.
Can we at
Get lots of
least try to
practice.
live through dinner?
Where is our dinner?
Yeah, it's about this point that the waitress comes over with big old plates of food and everything. And
Bring another bottle of whiskey.
yeah,
I think they had to catch
absolutely.
the
I'll get
turtles
right
first.
on there. Sorry. Yeah, we're really understaffed. One of our barmaids actually called in sick.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
So-
It's all right.
So sorry that took a little bit of extra time. Here you go. And
Is
yeah, I'll
your
get.
barmaid all right? Was she all right? You okay?
Yeah, she was saying she felt a little under the weather, maybe a little
Cool.
itchy.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute.
All right. That's not me.
You might want to check though.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. No.
Gwen's probably got a mushroom that'll clear that up.
Are you kidding me? I use my I clean everybody. Myself, them, like I can do that at will.
Rhett, I thought you were rejected. Is this retribution for the rejection?
I was initially, but then I get more charming the more I drink, so she ended up coming home anyway. That's why I wasn't there the next day, because I was real hungover. So she must
after
be
the
hungover.
rejection, you were reacquainted and you
Spoken
retired.
like a true predator.
Oh
You
god.
sure that you don't get more
Trying to get
charming the more?
rejected. I'm more charming.
Are you sure you don't get more charming the more they drink?
I don't know how bards work. They're quite mysterious.
Okay, so she brings you over the other bottle.
Sweet. I'll just keep pouring.
All right.
And I
So
thought
who are all
only
these? Do
bards
we want to
could.
talk to any of these these randos in here? All these Odin looking dudes?
Those are just
Odin soldiers.
yeah, those are just a bunch of other random soldiers that you guys have seen throughout the town. Couple commoners, couple merchants, stuff like that.
They all look like they have to really poop.
Well, I mean,
I
it looks
watched
like
the soup.
they're trying to, like, they probably, I mean, they're of a diaper age, and perhaps they're really concentrating and trying right now. Like, it looks like we should get them prune juice, just rounds of prune juice for everybody, lots of mead,
No, it looks like he's
Keep their
saying, "Get your
digestive
hands off
systems
me, you
healthy."
damn dirty ape."
Just a bunch of Hestons. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
You maniacs.
Just a gaggle of Hestons in here.
I just want to look at Butch one more time over the food and say, are we good?
I've had a lot of whiskey.
Does that mean you're good? Having a lot of whiskey?
What?
How does insight checks work on a drunk person?
I mean, you can roll an insight check against him if you want.
You didn't really answer, Butch.
You and I will need to talk more later.
Okay.
Because this means you're now someone who's been to the great beyond and come back. By
Happy
which
to
I
talk
mean
about it.
wherever you worship, which is nature, I assume. So I don't know which afterlife. I don't know.
Let's
I know
talk
where
about
I'm
it.
going.
Let's talk about it in the morning.
Yeah.
Or afternoon at this rate.
All right, so I'm a turtle. I come from eggs. And dwarves are cut from stone, right? And
I believe that's more of a myth.
oh, I know.
Cubans come from eggs too, technically.
What?
Cubans?
Humans.
Oh,
No, humans are born life. Those are live births.
I thought she said Cubans.
So did I.
I also thought that, but I was
got
like, there's
weird.
no way.
Well, so did I, but a sandwich
I
is
don't
not
even
going to come
know,
from an egg.
like it sounds really offensive, but I don't even know why. You know, like, I don't even know why that would be offensive.
think-
I'm just like, I'm offended that I would be that offensive, but how? Because they are we all are humans.
I pour a drink for Brett this time.
Are elves? I think elves are live births too, right?
I think it's pretty clear that wood elves grow out of mushroom patches.
Oh,
my
confirmed.
God.
okay.
You know those the ones in the ring?
What about the Elric? What variety of elf are you?
You're carved from obsidian at birth, right, Elric?
Absolutely not. Oh my God. I point to everyone in the group. I point to everyone in the group except for Butch, and I say, live birth, live birth, live birth, live birth.
I'm pretty sure if you ask any high elf, they'll be happy to tell you that they are shat from God's own arsehole.
Now that I believe, Arden.
I believe that they believe that.
They're like,
I mean, if you've spoken to my mother, she'd certainly say something like that.
Well, I would prefer to breathe the tales that the dwarves are hewn from the very stone.
Oh, that's just a myth to make them look tough.
Well, some stone is very soft.
That is a fair point.
The guy who makes our drinks is a dwarf. I'd like to continue drinking.
We bought a bottle.
Yeah, we're on the third.
Which I would say at this point, Butch, since you polished off an entire bottle on the outside.
Well, I did not actually polish off an entire bottle on the outside. Butch's wisdom is far too high to do that.
Okay. All right. Never mind then.
No, he's still drinking straight from the bottle, but he's been nursing it because, well, he has a habit of drinking.
And
he
also,
knows his limits.
you are 540 pounds, so your limits are a little higher than most others.
That's what I'm thinking.
I have dyslexia of the ear because I keep thinking he's 450.
I don't know. I might have said the wrong thing. I don't remember what you said. You
No,
were.
I always say 450, and you guys correct me to 540.
I think it's because I said 450, the player, at one point, because that's like average, but with a strength of 18, it's 540.
Yeah.
Just more muscles. Plus the
I just assumed the number was just going to keep going up.
Well,
by next month, he'll be like 930.
And 8 feet tall.
only in legend, like Paul Bunyan.
All right.
Let's do something.
Darts?
You wanting to go
Is there a
somewhere?
dart? Is there a dart setup here?
Doesn't matter.
Hey, can we just like go outside and make one and use javelins?
We do have javelins.
We have a lot of javelins.
Yeah.
No, that would be bad. There are probably windows here.
I love this idea.
Drunk javeling at night.
It's like
in the
cornhole
alley.
and darts.
Javelining.
All right,
Anybody got a hay bale?
I'll tell you what. I will do it if you guys can carry me outside.
Oh. Throw one at Gwen. She can catch him.
What
You
do
want to
you
see
guys
if I
say?
can catch it?
Let's
You
put
caught
him on
that
top
other
of this
one.
bearskin rug and just drag him out.
I'd try it.
All right, I'm gonna get off my chair. I'm gonna get down on my belly, and I'm gonna turtle.
Why are you turtling?
I stick my head out so you guys can carry me more easy.
We're gonna do a group strength check to carry this guy.
If that's what you guys are wanting to do, then yeah, group strength check for everybody who's trying to carry Butch outside.
I want to flip him over on his back.
So help me God.
Oh wow, this is starting off real strong.
So help me Moonbow. I will flatten you.
Yeah,
We all
you
go.
guys, yeah. Yeah, you guys are attempting to pick him up, and like all four of you, and this is the worst rendition of light as a feather, stiff as a board that you've ever seen in your life. Like, there's just nothing happening.
Can we like push him in his like turtled up mode?
Put him on his
No,
back.
that's cheating.
Move him.
Like,
That's
I think I touched
cheating.
his plastron. You know where it's concave. Because he's a male.
oh no.
Oh my god.
Arna seems really interested in turtle physiology for some reason.
These are just things that you know.
We don't have words like that.
I really wish we had more fans so we could get some Arna and Butch romance fan art.
Ooh, touch my plastron.
Enemies to lovers? Oh god.
The beginning of the will they, won't they?
I'd honestly ship that pretty hard, but
So I pop out my head and limbs and I just laugh.
If there's one thing I wouldn't trust us with, it's ships.
You are all so weak. You can't even lift one turtle. I'm only a person, guys. Come on. I'm
you're
one
not a person, Butch.
Yes, I am.
I mean,
Turtles
you're
are
a
people.
turtle. Well, you're
Mhm.
people,
Hey,
but you're not
yeah.
like the
One of us
average
died
size.
today, and another one of us almost died.
Yes, and I've
Twice.
been polite enough. I've been polite enough not to describe any of the wounds I've had to treat today.
We appreciate it.
You see this Warhammer indentation on my forehead?
Right next to the one I'm going to give you.
Oh, no.
No, right next to the other one that he gave me. There's two.
I mean, Butch, if you want, we can talk about what a Mind Flayer's beak feels like.
No. I want to finish eating. That sounds more like after dinner talk.
It's very rare that a childhood nightmare story proves itself real, let alone you actually see it do the thing you always feared it would do to you. The less we speak about that thing, the better, I think.
Well, let me tell you about aboleths.
That
I'm
sounds
sorry,
Those
like
are our
what?
fun, too.
childhood stories. Oh yeah, they have these massive underground cities, and they also they use their mind powers to enslave entire races. The Quatoa, oh god, just thousands and thousands. It is awful. And the Turtles were enslaved, according to some stories, before the Wood Elves took over. Terrible, terrible, terrible things. And the mucus and the slime. So much mucus, so much slime. So many stories. But I'm not part of Bale Anaconda, so I don't really know the stories too well.
All right, before we go too deep in the slime talk, did you try the pie, Butch?
That's right. There's a pie and it's sweet.
Yes.
How does it even work?
So it's fruit, sugar,
Flour.
Yeah, but
butter,
it's
flour.
won't it be dampened
Try
by the
it.
crust?
It the way it bakes, it gets all nice and jelly and warm and oozy. Try it. Just try it, Butch. Just try it.
I have come to enjoy baked goods. I'm worried they may make me weak.
I'm not gonna make you soft. I promise. Just try it.
Soft stone.
Eat the damn pie.
Soft stone dwarves.
And just take a piece of
All
pie
right.
and put it towards Butch's face.
All right. Let's try the pie.
Fistful of pie.
Off stone dwarves. Oh my god.
This is very good.
Right? Right? It's not good for you in any way, except for the soul, one might say.
All right.
It's a lovely poem. It's a lovely poem about pies. A poem for pies.
Well, if anyone would know a lovely poem, it would be you, Rhett.
Thank you.
2, coming back.
There and back again. A druid's tale.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That would be funny if it doesn't have. You could get one though, right? Because you can wild shape
Get one what?
a tail,
A tail?
like
Probably.
a bird. Yeah.
Can
Or
I
a
try?
lizard. I
Can
mean-
I what? I've still got wild shape.
You still have a wild
I'm
shape.
sure you've seen an alligator because you're from,
What would I roll to just be me with a tail?
Do a furry check. Do a
Yeah.
furry
Can I-
check, right, Nick? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Furry check.
No.
Can I use wild shape, but just give myself a tail?
Make shit.
So I'm gonna use this in the future if she pulls this off this time.
You're drunk enough. Just make a straight wisdom check. Yeah, nope. You're sitting there concentrating, kind of looking like you're about to poop.
Oh, so you're like
Nothing.
doing an impression of all these soldiers around us.
Yeah. Nothing.
Excellent.
Yeah, nothing.
I'll stand up and wiggle my tail. Just right back and forth.
I'm gonna figure it out, Butch. I'm gonna get a tail. I'm gonna get a tail, and I'm gonna get a little hat. You just wait.
All right. So you guys finish eating and continue your night of debauchery, of drinking and telling stories and making ridiculous jokes and threats on each
Finding
other.
out where the
just-
nearest haberdashery is.
I just walk away in the middle of one of the stores and go to bed.
All right. So Arnon heads off and goes to bed. And on that note, we are going to go ahead and take like a 5-minute break. And we will be back shortly to see what happens next. All right. We will be right back. And we are back. All right. So, Arnon has left and gone to bed. It's probably pushing close to midnight, 1 o'clock at this point. Anything else any of the rest of you want to do before you?
Given our activities so far, if there's something that we wanted to accomplish that's done over a long rest, would it need to happen after trancing, I guess, in this instance?
Are you talking about the bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that when you're up in your room. That's fine.
Okay. All right. And
Anything
I do
else?
that.
Anyone else?
Elric, you got those 2 new scrolls, just to remind you.
Yes, that's right. It's Melf, Sacidero, and Greece. Before trying to transcribe those, I'm going to keep them and see what they're worth at the shop tomorrow.
Yeah, and I updated our ledger. Like, we really do have like a dumb amount of money right now. So,
What are you guys
Thank-
at?
after well, actually, I guess you're gonna have to give us our final bill because all you told us was it was 5 gold per whiskey bottle.
Oh, yeah. Final gold for this evening. Or
Yeah.
final bill for this evening after everything. Got 3 bottles of whiskey plus all the food. 16 gold, maybe.
Okay.
I love how cheap food is in this town.
See,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
very honest. I want to make sure that we're keeping good relationships throughout the town by paying our tabs as appropriate.
So where are we, banker?
424 in gold, 5 silver, and 17 gems.
You think?
All right.
I think before going to bed, Brett, do you think I could take a few gold? I want to work on a little project.
Would
It's
you?
completely harmless. I promise you. I mean, I have
How-
15,
how
and I want
about-
to go
how
to the
about-
herb shop.
Yeah, do you want to just... I mean, we have a lot of gems at this point. I can give you a couple gems. Like, I can give you a gem. It's worth 50 gold.
That's stunning. I love that.
Great,
Wait,
let's do that.
Is that how much money we have without selling the gems?
Yes.
We need
That is
to-
without gems. Our gold, that is gold without gems.
Yeah.
We still have 17 gems worth 50 gold.
All right.
We need to give the diamonds to whoever can do Revivify.
I thought we didn't end up with any diamonds.
Yeah, you have
some.
through both of your travels, you probably have a total of maybe 5 diamonds.
We need
Out-
300
So
gold
in our
worth
gems, we have
last
5
round.
diamonds, and then others are just miscellaneous.
Like rubies,
Precious
emeralds,
stones.
whatever, precious
Okay.
stones, yeah. Probably
Okay,
about
you said
5.
they were about 50 gold apiece, so that we only have 250 of diamonds. We're going to need another 50 of diamonds so we can cast a Revivify.
So
So
12
300?
gems,
It's
5 diamonds.
300.
300?
300, yeah.
Dang.
So we should have about 250 right now. And the healer should carry those around.
But yeah,
I
Gwen,
don't see Revivify
here's
on
a
your
gem.
list, Butch.
Butch is a cleric too, so he can adjust his spells every day.
Yup.
You have access to it, right?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't prepared it because I don't have diamond
Okay.
dust.
Doesn't need to be dust, just diamonds worth 300 gold.
Okay.
Gwen should have access to that spell too.
Did I?
I don't know if you would have access to it yet because of the fact that you are not a level 5 druid.
Oh, I forgot about that.
La 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 la.
I
Yep.
forgot she was only level 4. All right.
Yeah, Butch and I still need to have an additional conversation. He
Mm.
wouldn't listen to me last night.
All right.
I mean, you're going to force conversation on him?
No. We did say we'd talk in the morning, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
So, if there's nothing else, you guys head back to your rooms.
Wait, if Gwen's going somewhere, she's going to need protection.
It'll be okay.
I know. That's
Got
why. I know. It's because I'm going with you.
He escorts me back to the barracks.
Ferrets?
Let's go.
All right.
I've had a hell of a day. Sorry, Zana, not you, baby.
All right. I follow Gwen.
Okay. So, Gwen, you are preparing the thing.
Yeah, once I get back into a quiet place.
Okay.
Where are we going?
I'm going to bed, Butch.
Oh, well, you go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you also going to bed, Butch?
Well, I have to go drink about a gallon or two of water first.
Okay.
Or beer.
Why don't you
Just
stay?
basically water.
Okay. Why don't I mean do it in the barracks.
I don't want to have a headache in the morning. I gotta
Yeah.
go drink a bunch of beer.
Just don't wander off to find water somewhere.
No, I'm not gonna drink water out in a puddle. Not a dog.
All right. So, Gwen, that is in your inventory now.
Stunning.
Anything else anyone is wanting to accomplish during this, before or during this long rest?
I just want to clarify something really quick. So for the 3 healing potions that we got, I kind of just wrote that down as a group healing potion thing. Is that how we're going to do that? And then you just give us the healing potion in our inventory as we need it for the next.
We'll need to divvy them up.
Yeah,
so we
you
have
guys need to decide who has them.
Okay. So I just wanted to point that out because we didn't really talk about that yet. So how do you guys want to do that?
Well, I have 0 right now, so I'd like 1.
I also don't think I have any.
And
Yeah,
we need to
who
figure
has-
out who has the greater.
How about who has healing potions right now?
I'm looking.
Nobody. Okay.
Unless Butch
So I
has
think-
some now.
I think that
I have one.
All right, cool. So let's do, because you guys took the most damage last time. So I say Elric, Arwen, Arnon, and sorry,
Arwen,
Elric, Arnon, and Gwen.
Elric, Arnon, and Gwen each have. So we're giving. Is everybody cool with that?
Is that
Yep.
fine?
We have a greater that we need to decide who holds as
Okay.
well.
Because I'm comfortable with that.
So we have
I
3
mean,
And Butch has
regulars.
one, so
and a
I'm the
greater.
only one that doesn't have one. But when we go into town, I'll, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Arden's got a greater, or somebody has a
The
greater
group,
healing
yeah, the
potion.
group has a greater. We just need to decide who carries it.
Give it to the squishy tank.
All right.
Cool.
Greater.
Give it to
Okay,
Elric,
so
and then you can have the regular one, Rhett, and then everybody has one. Right?
No. I'm saying I'll get one. I'll get one later. I'm not
But
worried.
we have
about
5.
Yeah,
We
Butch
have
already
3.
had one. You had 3 regular. We have 1 greater. Elric will get the greater. You, me, and Arnon get the
wait,
regulars.
Elric's getting the greater.
Is that not what we
No,
said?
I
That
thought
makes-
I thought
Or
Arnon
Arnon?
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
we should
Yeah,
give it
just-
to Arnon.
Oh,
take the regular
I
one out of mine and
misinterpreted.
give it to Rhett.
I
Okay.
misinterpreted Elric's pointing.
Oh, it's like when I heard squishy tank, it's like
I thought you pointed at yourself. I was like, yeah.
All right. So very good. All right.
No,
so
hold on.
everybody.
Hold on. I would like to know how many javelins are in my inventory because it still says I have 2.
We picked up 3.
That's
I've
just not accurate.
given you at least 2 that I've caught with my hand.
Mm-hmm. And I got
we found 3.
2.
Wait, I believe we found
So-
3 last time.
Yeah, we found 3 while you were healing
So
soldiers.
I should have 7.
Oh, why didn't that stack?
you should
Hold on a
have
second.
5.
You should have 5.
Okay.
Javelin. 3.
Can we break those and somehow adhere
4.
them to your shell?
You can certainly try.
Dude, that would be so awesome.
All right. So 5 javelins have been imported. You're still carrying around all these weapons that you've picked up, which I don't remember because I lost my audio, so somebody's going to have to remind me what all you picked up. I know you picked up the hammer and you picked up a couple of the war picks, but I don't remember exactly the details.
The fire.
2 war
scepter
picks,
thing.
1 fire lance, a warlord's
right.
warhammer.
2 war picks, the fire lance, and the
Warhammer.
warhammer. All right, cool. So you have all those in your inventory as well.
Should we sell those to the guy?
We should see if Elric can detect any magic on that warhammer. Or did we do that already?
You did not.
Yeah, I can cast Identify.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, so Elric, you are casting Identify on the warhammer.
Yep. Just a sec here.
All right, so using your Identify spell, you do notice that there is some magical aura on this hammer, this warhammer. And you do notice that it will it's more or less a regular warhammer, save for the fact that it actually does a little bit of psychic damage as well. It is a for lack of a better term, because there's no actual weapon, it's a psychic attuned hammer. And it does an additional 1d10 of psychic damage when it hits.
Cool.
That's in your wheelhouse, Butch?
Warhammers are very much in my wheelhouse.
They ain't in mine, so...
I'm more than happy to give someone a headache when I hit them.
All right. It does require attunement, just so you are aware.
Well, let's get to the attuning.
So you guys give the hammer to Butch?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Butch, it is in your inventory now.
Sweet.
Does the fire lance need
What's
identify?
the name of your warhammer?
Yes, if you do the javelin,
I don't know yet.
you will see. Hold on one second, because I didn't actually make this yet. So
it's probably headache.
You do identify on the lance, and you see that it's a fire lance. It does a additional 1d6 of fire damage, and it also has an effect that will let you shoot a 15-foot cone of fire, doing 3d6 damage.
Oh, we're very familiar with what that feels like.
That's awesome.
This is a lance?
This is a lance. I don't think any of you are proficient in lances, though.
Somebody hop on my shoulders.
What if I use it like a ribbon dancer performance?
I don't think that's how that works.
Damn it! Come on, I could Donatello the shit out of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not how that works. Yeah,
This is more of a hobby of mine.
The day Rhett gets to ribbon dance will be the day my dreams come true.
Specialized
I'm gonna fire
weapon.
ribbon dance just for you.
So unless any of you specifically have lance under your weapon proficiencies, you would not be able to. I mean, you could still use it, but you would lose your proficiency bonus when you attack.
I think we should sell that.
How do I check that? Where would I look at that?
I'm looking right now under yours, on the main attributes tab under weapon proficiencies. You just have simple weapons and martial weapons.
Druids have proficiency in clubs, daggers, darts, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, and some other things.
Yeah, is one of those things lances?
Oh, I thought you said javelin. Never mind. Just kidding. I got very excited. I was like, oh, I want to stab
By the way,
something.
From far away, that looks like marital weapons, and I'm like, ooh, just like stuff that you know about your partner that you've known too long, and like and it's like weaponized information where you're just like, hey, remember how
going a completely different way with that?
No.
I thought you were going with marital aid weapons.
No, I mean you're not aiding shit if you're using a weapon.
Big old
No, just
rubber
marital weapons,
floppy
just
weapons.
information attacks.
Big
Oh
old
my
rubber
God.
floppy weapons.
All right, guys. How about have any of you heard of a thunderclap headache?
Thunderclap headache?
I know thunderclap is like a spell.
All right. Yeah, no, like that's a real life headache. I could call it the
Oh.
migraine.
Oh yeah, I have migraines. It's super great.
Oh yeah, me too.
Migraine.
Or the cluster headache.
Why
right.
did my brain just go to
So-
marital migraines?
Because that can be a thing. All right. So, anything else you guys are doing before you rest for the evening?
Oh, I thought we already did that.
No, not yet.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I did.
If I
Um,
sleep with the warhammers of um, like as a pillow, will we be attuned?
Yes, you can attune to it over
All
your
right.
long rest. Elric, are you doing anything? Are you trying to copy your skulls, or were you not doing that tonight?
Not doing that tonight. The first thing I'm going to do in the morning is see how much they're worth at the shop.
Fair
Yep.
enough.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
I have morning activities that I want to do, but I'm good for this evening. Unless you guys want me to use my my power to clean up the weapons before we take them tomorrow. I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure. All right. So you press to digitize the weapons. They're all nice and shiny now. You all make your way back to your respective rooms and fall in for the night. Some find rest a little easier than others, as the day's events have taken their toll. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Elric, roll a
I'm-
d20.
I'm going to be sleeping between my two warhammers.
Okay. Arnon, while you are sleeping,
Yep.
Sandra Bullock comes to see you.
It's payback time.
Oh no.
Every night.
every night, you find yourself standing in an open field. Looking around, you see mountains in the far distance, a forest behind you. Suddenly, you turn and see a woman with dark wings standing in front of you. She raises a finger over her mouth, and when the finger meets her lips, the environment switches. The sky darkens to a dismal twilight. The ground becomes a darkened shadow of itself. The trees behind you turn to darkened husks, and the mountains look a lot closer. You look closely at the mountains and realize that they're not mountains at all, but walls surrounding a central tower. The woman lowers her hand, turns to you, palm up, presenting the fortress to you. You hear a single word ring out inside your head. Help.
Do I recognize the woman?
It's your patron.
Did she... No. Do I recognize the walls? The city?
Make a perception check.
Does she look more like from the proposal or like Miss Congeniality?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or like Lost City, like more modern.
Yeah.
Ooh, or Bullet Train.
Not
11.
not really. This is not a place that you are familiar with. And everything looks like the entire environment has a weird kind of twilight overtone to it that doesn't look like natural.
It's probably from practical magic.
So
Probably.
I
And if
gather
Twilight,
it's not
Larry.
the material plane.
You can imagine that it might not be. I don't know how familiar Arnon would be with the different planes of existence. Actually, go ahead and make a history check for me. Yeah, you
17.
you are pretty confident this is not the material plane. This looks very much like things that you've read about that describe the Shadowfell.
Okay.
So, night becomes the day, or whatever the lyric is. And you all wake up eventually, late morning, as you guys were up fairly late and had a very productive day the previous day. So, in the morning, what would you guys like to do? Stop laughing at me, Lindsay. Was it the productive day part?
I'm laughing at something else.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm laughing at Butch.
Is it
Oh, Jesus.
does someone who has a patron have the ability to reach out to said patron?
You can certainly try.
Would the
For the
person with a patron
newer
inherently
kids.
know how to try?
Somebody with a brand new patron would be a little who has never done it before.
Mhm.
But that person might have a stone that would help.
Yeah, I was going to
Can
say,
you explain
out
what the
of character,
patron
I'm pretty
is?
sure he gave you a
I
thing.
forgot I had that.
What did you say, Lindsay?
Just like walking around with a
Can you
walkie-talkie.
explain what that
like,
is
how do
for
I
me?
get a
Because I
horse?
haven't in the context of this, I don't know.
So a certain class gets a certain thing called a patron, which is basically a being of ridiculous power that grants you certain abilities and powers after making a deal or arrangement with them.
Clerics have a similar relationship with their
With the
god.
devil. Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
Except we have a
it's-
deal with an actual god.
Yeah, it's very similar to a cleric's relationship with a god, just not quite as powerful.
You're really
Okay.
paladin today, Butch. You got a real paladin vibe.
All right. Anyway,
Thanks.
Gwen, was there something you wanted to do with that information, or were you just curious?
Not yet.
Okay.
We should probably sell those weapons.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm down.
I've never used this quarterstaff.
I promised this guy that next time we came in the morning, I would bring him coffee. I want to make sure that I'm true to that promise so that perhaps we get better. Perhaps we get him a pastry too. You know?
I do like baked goods.
We have
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
very
pile
let's
of
grab
them.
a parcel of baked goods and some coffees and head over.
Easy
I-
enough to do.
I don't think I can part with my quarterstaff because it's the sacred weapon of my deity, but I don't think I need 2 warhammers.
I'm gonna go with Elric.
Wait, are we
Yeah,
splitting the
I
party?
want to go to the store. I thought I'm down to go to the weapons place as well.
I'm gonna go to the scroll store with Elric.
I need to go to the general store and the herb shop.
Okay. So
But
Butch and Rhett are going to sell weapons, I'm assuming.
Gwen's
Yeah.
going.
Gwen's going to the general store and the herbalism shop.
Mhm.
And then Elric and Arnon are going to the magic scroll book library place.
And I want
Okay.
and how about for right now? Like I already gave Gwen a gem. Like everyone gets a gem for gold spending. Like does that work for everybody? Because that gives everybody plus 50 gold per person and
I
still gives
don't-
us plenty of gems.
I don't want to go to the bank
He is
or the
I
jeweler.
think that they would give us change based on the worth of the gem.
I don't know if the people
Wait.
here know how much gems are worth.
Oh.
Are there
That
any
was
spells
Nick.
that take gems besides diamonds?
Hmm.
I mean, if anything, we should
have any?
go to a jeweler and exchange our gems for diamonds.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Is there a jeweler?
Or a temple. They might have those. I don't know.
There's not necessarily a jeweler per se, but there is a damn it. There's
there
like
like
a general.
Is there like a smarmy Ferengi somewhere
there's
that might trade us?
You know, at the Capitalists Guild.
Yeah, Quark is running a no. Bringing it all the fucking way back.
All of it. All of it.
Which rule of acquisition are we on now?
I just came to this town for the military, right? Like
More or
just
less.
recently.
Yeah. Yes.
Have I noticed any symbols throughout town in Thieves' Camp?
Make a perception check. Just a general perception check.
I know I haven't.
Not that you can remember.
No signs of an underground?
Not really. You know that the military presence here has been pretty hefty for the past 75 to 100 years, so it's more than likely that most of those groups have been pushed out of the city or left.
To get to the underground, you have to go through a portal.
Those groups are pretty good with gem trading.
There is a more or less like almost like a bank style area, an exchange, which you would be looking at. It's close to. Let me pull up the map real quick. Probably about halfway through the center of town, which is called
What's the
Heaths.
closest thing to that? Like that we all want to go to? What's the closest thing to that?
Probably looking at the general store would be the closest one to that.
No bakeries.
I mean, you can find a bakery too. That's not a problem.
So I think first we need to ask. I think that we have plenty of money right now, and I would assume that we would continue to obtain money in our travels. Do you guys want to switch out the gems for diamonds and keep that as a separate currency as I have been?
Yeah, for spellcasting purposes.
Okay. So, because right now we currently have 5 diamonds, and then I did give a gem to Gwen, but we can move this around and I can give her money instead.
I'll just give it back.
Okay, cool. I'll give everybody money instead. So let's talk about money then. So how many gems equal a diamond? What's the exchange rate?
All of those gems were roughly they varied in size and everything, but they were roughly all about 50 gold worth.
How does that translate to diamond?
Each gem itself was worth about 50 gold.
Yes. So like the
how
rubies,
many gold to get a diamond then? Sorry.
it depends.
Well, you got a 50 gold ruby, you can trade it for 50 gold diamond.
Yes, that's what I was trying to get at.
Really?
So you have,
You're probably going to pay a charge.
The ruby is going to be like this big. The diamond's going to be like, this big. But
Right.
you can, through exchange and everything, you could potentially make some deals to swap some stuff out.
Do they got any of those goblin rubies?
All right. So since that's near the general store, Gwen, I think maybe Butch and we go sell weapons first.
Where the fuck?
Yay!
And then while Gwen is at we'll meet up with Gwen at the general store after maybe we all meet up at the general store after we go to the first place we want to go to. Is that fair?
Isn't that the place
Yeah.
I can't really fit inside?
The general store, yes, that was the place that you had an issue with.
Maybe you guys can meet there and I'll be at the bakery.
Don't you want to go to the weapons though?
Yeah, but I don't fit in the general store.
Okay. No, I hear you. Okay. So
I mean,
can we go to
I'll sit
so
outside the
Elric
general store.
and Arnon go to get scrolls. Gwen is gonna what's that other place called?
Gwen was going to Florist Gump?
Yeah.
Because of course.
Because of course.
It's fantastic. It's only the best name ever.
All right, so scrolls, Florist Gump, and weapons, and then we all meet at the general store, and then Butch goes and gets baked goods.
We could all get baked goods together. I don't mind sitting outside the general store and looking in with a sad face. That's fine.
Okay. Is that okay?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right. So
How much gold does everyone need?
That depends on how much a third level spell scroll costs.
Depends on your definition of need.
If we're meeting, also that. If we're meeting up at the general store, though, I don't immediately need any gold because I have 15 on me, and I'll take that with me to Florist Gump.
Okay. Elric and Arnon, do you guys have enough gold personally to do what you need to do, or do you need some from the group gold?
Let's take 50 apiece that we can refund if we don't use it.
You say 50 or 15?
50.
50.
50.
Okay. So I got 50 to Elric and 50 to Arnon. And then let's just say, and Gwen says she doesn't need any right now. Okay, I'm good. So I guess we just
Commence
I don't
with
know
the
what this
shop.
is, but I guess this is me strolling through town.
all right. So first off, let's go with Butch and Rhett going to the weapon shop. So you walk in to
I have coffee.
the Guardian Bear. Dane is standing there behind the counter. At this point, after you guys woke up, after your late night and everything, you're probably looking about 10 a.m. When you guys walk in.
What's his name again? Bane?
Dane.
Dane, like cook.
All right,
Like
Dane.
no, not Bane. Dane with a D.
Yeah, Dane, like cook.
Yeah, don't make.
Like the comedian he doesn't like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Calling that guy his
Wait, who's
comedian.
Dean?
is that Dean Kane?
Dean Kane. Fucking Superman.
No.
All right, so yeah, you guys walk in. Dane is
Dane, my friend, how are you? You're looking tall.
Butch.
Big
What?
Dane! What's up, my friend? And I just
you.
throw some.
Hey, you brought the coffee that you promised. What can I
keep
do for you guys
promises.
this morning?
We brought you just a treasure trove of weapons,
Yes.
and we're really excited to show them to you.
Oh yeah.
Let me see what you have.
I'm gonna save the best for first. Butch, show him the hammer.
My what?
I thought you didn't want 2 hammers.
Yeah, but oh yes. My hammer. I'll take my non-magical hammer. This has been with me for many years. It has killed many enemies.
He picks it up,
And you'll
looks it over.
notice that I cleaned and polished this stuff up for you because I care about you. I want you to have some you time. You
It's
know?
a little less work for me, so thank you.
It is
Okay.
infused with vengeance.
What else do you have?
So, but you're holding on to all the javelins, right?
Yeah, I've got 5 javelins. I could part with 3 of them. No, 2 of them. 2 of them.
Got a couple javelins for you. Clean those suckers up too.
He picks one up. Didn't I just sell this to you like 2 days ago?
No. Hold on. I put
He
it back
improves them.
and I pulled out one of the new ones. Here you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's slightly different make. Okay.
Oh, and I have a
Um,
sling.
A sling?
A sling.
Okay.
and a fire staff.
Yeah, a magical fire staff thing.
So-
I think it's called a lance.
You like
So-
throwing flames?
This he actually grabs from you, and he's like, you can see the visible interest in his face. And he's looking up and down this and this is a long, almost golden, bronzy gold lance. And he's looking down.
Hey, Dane. You like throwing flames?
You know I do.
Thought you
He's
would. Thought you would.
looking,
That's a
looking
hot
down.
item.
Rhett, why don't you tell Dane the vicious monster we rescued this from?
Well, I scalped him. It's a long story. All you need to know is it's clean and it's yours. It's
Oh.
yours for the right price.
Sorry, I thought there was a story.
He throw down. So it's the hammer. What was it? The 2 war picks and the lance plus. You said a sling.
Yeah. The lance flame strong.
Anyway, all right. Was there anything else besides those items?
Nope.
It's like, well, you guys have actually been really helpful for me lately. You guys have made it so I actually have stuff to sell, which is really kind of nice. These picks, these are pretty crude. I can still sell them, but this sling is a pretty simple weapon. But yeah, it'll still catch a couple bucks, a couple gold. This lance, though, this is top shelf. I have not seen something of this quality in quite a while. For the 2 war picks and the sling, I could probably give you maybe 2.5 gold for those. But this javelin right here, probably looking about 300.
Lance, you mean?
Yeah, lance. Sorry.
I was
Oh
gonna
yeah.
say,
Were you selling the javelins too? Like 2 of the javelins, right?
No, maybe I should just hold on to them.
Okay, so you're holding on to those. Okay, so yeah.
I'll throw them at someone else.
No. We're gonna make you a javelin cover for your. I think a javelin point cover. Yeah. So keep those. I think keep them.
All right.
I
So
don't
yeah,
know what that means, but okay.
could give you about 300 gold for this lance, and then about 2 gold, 5 silver for the other items.
A javelin shell inlay.
I think we're both keeping our word. If we came back, brought you some coffee and brought you quality merchandise, I think that if we keep this relationship going, I think it's beneficial for both of us. So I'm all right with this deal.
All right. Just for fun, I'm going to say go ahead and make a persuasion check. Which, don't forget about your robe that gives you like a D4 on top of it if you need it.
You're talking to me.
Yes, you.
Wait, what do I get? What thing do I need to add to it?
Make a persuasion check, and then your robe that you have gives you an extra D4, so you can roll 1d4.
Roll a d4. Roll a d4.
Don't spell space. 15 total, so that's good. He's like, all right, yeah. So he hands out the gold. He's like, and because you guys have been bringing me so much stuff, I want to make it like this stuff is pretty bulky. So I want to make it pretty a little easier for you to carry some stuff back to you, back to me. He reaches under the desk, pulls out a bag, like a little, almost like knapsack looking bag, hands it to you. He's like, this bag will help you carry quite a bit more. And you open up the bag, and at first you don't really see anything in it, and then you like stick your arm in, and your arm just keeps going and going and going, and you never feel like a bottom to it. This will let you bring me back a few more things other than just the few that you've been able to carry, because probably had to leave a couple things down there. And yeah. So you now have a bag of holding.
Was that
Again, fair
500
deal.
pounds?
Sounds great.
What was that?
Is that the 500-pound capacity?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes.
Did you put that in my inventory?
I'm trying
It's
to
the
get it right now.
25-pound capacity.
Yeah, 25 pound capacity.
Oh, cool. So like every purse I own. Right on.
Magically enchanted. 25 pounds. Sorry.
Take this magically enchanted fanny pack. It will help you carry 10 pounds.
All right. So yeah, you have the bag of holding now.
Make you look like you've gained 20.
500 pounds.
Yeah, I looked it up while they had jokes.
Yeah. So 500 pounds and 302 gold and 5 silver to your
Correct.
inventory.
Yep.
Not 500 pounds of bag of holding.
So it's not like British money.
Yeah, no, not British money. God damn it, go away. All right. Well, definitely if you find anything else, feel free to bring it back. Let me know.
Absolutely.
You guys have definitely helped out quite a bit.
And is that how you like your coffee, or is there anything specific for next
Absolutely.
time?
This is perfect.
Awesome.
How does he take his coffee?
However I give it.
Yeah. Yeah. No. All right. So,
Spicy.
That's the way.
Elric and Arnon. You guys. Oh, actually, while you guys are all out and about, I would like everyone to make a perception check real quick.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Rhett and Elric and Gwen.
Oh, good lord.
Rhett and Elric and Gwen. You guys see, when you guys are walking out and walking down the streets, you guys glance down near the dock and you see, it's kind of hard to make out from this distance, but you do see a ship showed up at night, or during the night. Excuse me. Ship showed up during the night, and you see Captain Maris standing on the deck, or standing on the dock, kind of like waving her hands down, and you see these giant, like, ballistas and other large crates and everything being taken off the ship and unloaded onto the dock. You see multiple huge ballistas coming off, and pretty sure these are the reinforcements and such that the general was talking about. and fortifications the general was talking about last night. Gwen, you're looking out, then you kind of tilt your head around to the side and you're looking out over so that as you're walking out of the barracks and everything, the docks are to your right. I'm sorry, dyslexia. The docks are to your left. You look out, you come to the crossroads, you look out to your right, and you can see past the buildings and past the town and everything, and there's farmland out there. And very, very faintly at the edge of your distance, just like how the horizon gets kind of hazy the farther you look out, your eyes catch something. And you kind of squint and you look, and very far out at the very edge, kind of veiled in slight fog, you see what could potentially be the top of a very large tent.
Is that a circus tent?
Potentially.
I just pocket that information. Have we all parted ways at this point?
This would have been right when you guys were first coming out.
So it's kind of like we notice it and we've like each individually taken note of what we've seen. And then just kind of, but so continue on.
Gwen notices it.
So before we all part ways, like actually leave in our separate directions, like after seeing that, I'm just gonna like get everybody's attention and say, I think Calliope thought about it, guys. I think the carnival might be in town. Maybe.
And all of you look where she's pointing, but none of you see anything.
Right.
Okay, Gwen.
Definitely taking notes on this.
That's good.
I take a mental note to get her another drink later.
Hey, Butch, you want me to cast that spell on you again?
All right. So, moving forward.
What are you talking about?
Elric and Arnon heading to...
I'm glad the general's thinking about it.
The Flawless Tome.
I'm just going to follow your lead, Elric. You've been here before.
Do you have an octopus on your shoulder?
No.
I think he had tadpole, guys.
That is
your face.
I saw it earlier and just...
Is that where you went?
Yeah. I was like, what?
perfection.
Right, so, you two walk into the Flawless Tome, and you do see Amisra standing...
I don't see legs.
Behind the desk, kind of thumbing through a book. Couple people in the store, fairly quiet, but 2 or 3 individuals walking through the aisles, kind of browsing at the time.
Realizing that my lead is the one being followed, I take a look to see if Anisra is busy. If she's helping someone else, then I'm just going to head straight for the 3rd level spells area.
Okay. She does appear to be... there is, right when you guys are walking in, like I said, she's thumbing through a book and everything, and another individual does walk up to her and starts talking to her a little bit while you walk over to the spells. You do see a section. There's the section that you were looking at before, and all the scrolls are kind of set up in like wine rack style X cabinets, more or less. There's the section that you were in before that had like the lower level spells, and then right to the right of that, there's another cabinet that does have what appears to be you do see about 4 scroll. Hold on 1 second. Let me do it this way. Do it the right way. Yeah, I rolled a 4. You see 4 scrolls in there at this time. And you are looking at one of them says Dispel Magic. One says Protection from Energy. One says Wall of Water. And the final one says Leomund's Tiny Hut.
Hopefully they'll have restocked with Fireball at some point. Looking for the price on these.
You don't see a price listed. Shit. Dispel, Tiny Hut, Wall of Water. What was the other one that I said?
I think it was it protection?
Protection from, elemental protection. Yeah. Or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You do not see like a price tag listed anywhere.
Hmm.
And
And this is one of those stores.
yeah. And
Right.
as you're looking, you do hear from behind you, well, it's you again. As Amishra has walked over. What brings you in today?
Oh, the same thing that always brings me in here. But I'm also here for spells.
Shit, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
Or actually, just a general charisma check.
General
Goddamn.
charisma? Let's see. It's check. Okay.
She just kind of blushes and grins a little bit.
Yeah, she does.
Well,
That a girl.
spell-wise, what exactly are you looking for?
Well, I was taking a look at what you have here, and I was hoping that you might have something a little more offensive.
Offensive. Is there anything? I mean, we might have a few in the back, and anything that you're interested in, I might be able to order for you if I do not have it. But our supply lines are a little cut off right now as of after the attack, and I cannot guarantee when they will show up.
No worries. I've got time. Perhaps you could put in an order for something with some flair or some fire to it.
All right. Let me check in the back real quick and see what we have back there.
By all means.
I'm going to do this publicly, see what happens. Oh, yeah, no. Sorry. She
Leaned
comes
out.
back. Yeah, she comes back. Unfortunately, we're all out of fire. Nothing fire related in the back either. We were supposed to get a supply shipment in, but unfortunately supply chains were cut off a little bit, and we're just now getting a hold of our suppliers again after the incident in the tavern a couple of days ago.
Well,
We know how to bring fire to this town.
So I've heard.
While you
We're
are
just in here.
apparently out of fire, perhaps you might have something that might help me manipulate some shadows.
You looking for Shadowblade, I'm assuming?
That is exactly what I'm looking for.
Um, not currently, no, unfortunately.
Oh, then it appears as though I might be making a couple of special orders.
All right. And do you know the names of the spells you're trying to order?
Hmm. Would I know the names of these spells? Like as a player, I know these. As a
Right.
character, um,
Go ahead and make an
Right.
Arcana check.
Arcana. Big money, no whammy, no whammy.
I mean, you've well enough. You could describe them to a extent of what you're looking for, and she would be able to tell. So we'll say that you go ahead and describe basically you want what you want, and she's like, "Okay, so
For fire, I want a big bada boom.
big bada boom, Lilu Dallas multipass." Um, so
You having a stroke?
So she's like, okay, so we do have. I can try and put in an order of fireball. That might take a little while, and with shipments how they are, it's not going to come cheap. You're probably looking at about 500 gold for fireball. The Shadowblade spell is a little easier to come by. Probably looking about 250 gold for Shadowblade. And I'll put in the orders for you, and we'll let you know when they show up. Roughly, hopefully, we can get them within a week.
Well, if it takes a week, it takes a week.
Question.
It-
Does he pay for them upon arrival, or does he pay for them immediately?
Is this something that you would ask?
Yeah, yes. That I think that's it. Seeing as how we're laying out the terms, I would ask exactly how payment is going to work. Thank you, Lindsay, for bringing that up.
Well, luckily, these are pretty popular spells, so it's not anything that's really even considered a special order. I get requests for these all the time. That's why I don't have any. As soon as they come in, they sell. So, something like this, you can just pay on arrival. It's not something that I'm worried about sitting on my shelves for too long. If it was a less common spell, then yes, I would ask for at least a deposit up front. But both of these are fairly common, so I am sure if for some reason you don't return, I can get away with selling these to someone else.
I'm sure I'll be back.
I'm sure you will.
Well, in the meantime, one more thing. At least before we handle my friend's business. Oh, by the way, let me introduce you. Anisra, this is my friend and compatriot Arnon.
A pleasure.
Same.
I have a couple of spell scrolls that might be of some value to you, and I'd like to see how much you would be willing to exchange for these.
All right. And these are Melfs and What is it?
And-
Mel's acid arrow and what?
Grease.
What? MILFs? What?
Yeah,
MILFs in Greece?
Oh no.
I think you're putting it a little strong there.
Whoa. This is MILF spelled with an E. MELF.
All right, so these two, this grease spell,
Mother Elric would like to.
No, that's mothers everyone would like to fuck. Come on.
There it is. Get it right.
Oh shit! All right, so she looks at grease and she's like, "This is extremely common. I could probably give you about maybe 15 gold for this one. This acid arrow one. This one's a little more, a little less common. Probably, I could probably do about 50 gold for this one."
Hmm. As soon as Elric hears the words less common, the first thing that he thinks is, I should probably put this in the spell book before like making money off of this. Right. Well, we will be back with these. And well, Arnon, was there anything here you might be interested in?
Yeah, I was curious if you had anything on the Shadowfell.
Like research books on the Shadowfell? Let me look. This is not something that I have seen had requests on very often.
ERL for spells.
Mm,
Total request line.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. But if you try, most of what I have is more magical in nature. Perhaps over at the Purple Canvas, they might have more lore-based material.
Do you have anything that might enable travel there?
No, unfortunately.
Like a pamphlet?
Unfortunately, that is beyond my area of expertise.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What was the name of the store that she said?
It's the general store, the Purple Canvas, the place you guys have gone to before.
Oh, the one where Jar Jar works?
Yes. All right. And if that's it for you, moving on to Gwen. Oh, wait.
One last thing. The third level spells that Anisra did have. Let's rattle those off one more time.
Dispel magic, protection from elements, Lehman's tiny hut, and wall of water.
Okay. Okay, I've got to ask about wall of water and dispel magic.
Yeah, these scrolls you'd be looking around 500 gold apiece.
I suppose that would make sense. Yes, well, we will return.
I look forward to it. All right. Well, anything else? All right, Gwen, going to you, walking into Florist Gump.
On my way, can I do something?
Sure.
Can I send a message?
Sure.
I just want to say, hi and thanks again. Is the carnival in town?
No response.
Alright.
Make an Arcana check for me real quick.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
All right.
Do I? Was that to tell if it's even still working?
Maybe.
Okay.
Can't really tell you what you failed on.
Why not? Okay. All right, to Florist Gump.
All right. So you walk in and you see Jonik standing there, weeding out a couple plants and everything. Back turned towards you as you walk in.
Hello? Is anybody else in the store? I guess before I say anything.
No. This you get the idea that this is a pretty slow store. There's not a lot of business going on in the store.
Let me say hello.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Hi. Been an amount of time.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Good. It's been, what, 2 days?
Has
How
it
did-
really only been
She
that
looks
long?
around and she's like, those flowers work for you?
I just discreetly reach into a pocket and just let one peek out, and I put it back in. And I
Good,
say,
good,
like
good.
a dream.
Good.
I was actually hoping, I wanted to see if there's anything else fun or unusual. I'd ask you about anything fun or unusual or
Yeah. But
exciting.
unfortunately, that was only 2 days ago, so I haven't
Okay.
really had a chance to get anything in yet.
So much has happened. It
Yeah.
feels like a millennia. So I don't mean to rush you, but I
okay.
do want to say thank you because this was lovely. And
Sure. You're welcome. I'm glad
yeah.
you got use from it.
I guess there's nothing to do here. But yeah, I'll when do you think your shipment will be in?
Oh, a few more days, probably. Maybe early next week at the earliest, or at the latest.
Okay. Well, I will be back with bells on, Jonik.
Fantastic. I will see you
Thank
then.
you. Guria.
All right.
I mean, how does that business stay with as little as they know about their shipments? Realistically, how does business survive?
So you weren't here for the first episode of this, where
Okay.
literally every
Where
single
he's really
one.
bad at business?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Literally, the owners of all of these shops were murdered. So
Right
these are
in front of us.
So these are all people who just kind of worked there and suddenly had to take over the business because their bosses were murdered.
Okay, is that why everyone's vaguely rude?
Yes, because they have no
All
fucking
right.
clue what they're
Well,
doing.
that gives me a lot of context.
I forgot that you weren't here for that part.
I'm like, what kind of an asshole?
Yeah, so the whole game started with everybody sitting in the tavern, and these undercover Shanian spies literally slit the throats of all of the merchants.
And they shot a crossbow bolt into Hugh's shoulder.
Man.
He shook it off.
All right.
Should have known.
Yeah, you did. Even more than you thought.
I mean, did the merchants think their throats won't get slit by being rude assholes?
Again, these weren't the ones that are rude assholes. You guys, the team understood that the people who infiltrated, their mission was to cut off the supply lines to the city, and that's what they did.
I don't think Jonik's been too much of an asshole. I did just show up essentially
During
immediately
business
after.
hours.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean she was patient enough.
All right.
Okay.
I
So,
like her.
what are you doing?
She's a gnome, isn't she?
I'm gonna
Yes.
go to Jar Jar and see if he's
Okay.
got any of this stuff I asked for.
I'm gonna head to the general store.
Okay. So you all are meeting up at the purple canvas at this point?
Geo.
General store.
All right. So you all meet up at basically the same time. Meet up outside and walk in. And again, Jandar is standing back behind the desk. Looks like he's writing through a ledger and everything. He's like, "Oh, hi, you guys. Oh, you please, can you have the big guy?
Yeah.
Okay,
He-
thank you.
Can we
I'm
get some
not to be
baked goods
rude.
for him really quick because that will like keep him calm outside.
Yeah, sure. Here." And he hands you like some.
I'm not going to
scales.
say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here you go. This. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Hi.
Just one tick. Let's take him.
Yeah. Okay. What can I do for you guys?
I sit outside.
I give you baked goods.
Very happy.
What brings you guys in?
You have books here.
Yeah, we have back in the corner back there. There's a few books. There's a bookshelf there with a handful of books. Anything specific you're looking for, or just something fun to
Anything
read?
on the various realms?
Yes.
Anything
There
on
is
Shadowfell by chance?
Shadowfell. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think there is a book back there. Here, let me go look. And he hops down and he like scurries on over there, and you hear like a couple. Oh shit! A couple things like fall over and runs over. And he's looking through, and a couple minutes later, he comes running back. And I did find this. This is a history on. Basically like tales of adventurers that may or may not have passed through the Shadowfell, as well as other extraplanar dimensions. I cannot really vouch for the authenticity of the stories inside of it, but yeah, this is basically what we got.
How much?
5 silver for this.
How's your hard candy supply going?
A little light. You kind of bought all of it last time you were here.
That's too bad. I had 5 silver.
Right. And he hands you. It's like this thick book, like couple inches thick, with like this dark black cover, like leather bound cover. And yeah, you flip through a couple of pages, and there's like the index on the front is like a breakdown of different realms and different planes. One broken down into chapters like Feywild, Shadowfell, some of the Nine Hells, different elemental planes and such like that. All right. What else? What else do you guys need while you're here?
Are there
I'm
any
looking-
instruments in here?
Any instruments?
Musical instruments.
Musical instruments. Yeah, I mean, we have a couple. There's a couple lutes, maybe some pan flutes hanging on the wall over there.
How much are your pan flutes?
They're not the best quality, to be completely honest. Probably do one for about 10 silver for a pan flute. I guess that would be 1 gold, wouldn't it? So yeah, 1 gold.
I could use a flute.
Yeah. Oh. I like being a flautist.
Okay, that's good. I was never very good at it, and it's just not anything that I ever picked up. Anything else you guys are looking for while you're here?
Yes. Do you happen to have? I'm looking for like a maybe a small box. Maybe like a 3 by 5 inch box with a lid. With like 9 to 12 compartments inside, and 2 of those if possible.
Okay. The, hmm. A 3 by 5 box with.
Those dimensions don't have to be. I'm just looking for a portable small box with compartments on the inside, just like where it's like divided into like 9 to 12 sections, or
Kinda
even
like-
just 6 sections if that's an option.
kind of looks around and everything, and he's like, well, he pulls this one kind of tattered looking. I have this old jewelry box. He opens it up, and it's got like a mirror on the top, like the bottom of the cover there, and it's got a few little dividers in there for like rings and necklaces and stuff like that. I was like, is this kind of what you're looking for?
Is it the size I could put it in like a pouch and carry with me?
Potentially, yeah.
Or is there a
It's
way I could
probably-
lighten it?
Yeah, it's probably around the dimensions that you specified.
Okay. Okay, excellent. How much would that be?
2 copper. This thing is, like I said, it's not in the best condition, but
Okay. Do you have any like nuts, seeds, cookies, dried fruit, anything like that?
It's peach
Any kind-
season. You got any
It-
peaches?
Well, I'm looking for things that will live on the road with me.
we like rations or like
Kind of, but like tastier. You don't have any like nuts, dried fruit, anything like that?
I mean, we got a
We've got
couple-
these nuts.
God damn it.
Eggs.
Not those.
Yeah, over there there's a couple bags of almost like a mix of stuff that you may or may not eat on a trail.
Mm. Okay, I'm gonna get one of those bags and the box, please.
I need to not look at Lindsay when I say shit like that.
May or may not be consumed on a trail. A mix of items could be nuts, could be dried fruits, could be put together, mixed around, and consumed on a trail.
It's may or
Some
may
might
not.
call it a trail mix.
All right,
No, it's
so-
definitely may or may not mix.
Is there velvet on the inside of the box, or is it just wooden? Please tell me.
yeah, there's velvet.
Okay. All right.
It's like a
pick it
dark, like maroon velvet, and it's actually kind of ripped in a couple spots.
Just take it out.
Perfect, because I'm just
Just
gonna rip
take
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah, this'll do fine. I'll take it.
All
I'll
right.
take-
So the box was 2 copper. The dried food mix, another copper. So yeah, 3 copper.
Okay, I give him a silver and say keep the change.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very well. I appreciate that very much. So
Thank you.
thank you.
And Butch and
Alright.
I'll each take a pan flute.
Oh, so that's another pan flute? Sure. Okay. Another gold and yeah. Anything
Lotus.
else?
Do you have any any nut milks?
Who milks a nut?
You can milk anything with nipple, Jar
Plenty
Jar.
of people.
I have nipples. Can you milk me?
I mean, has
Oh,
anybody
it's
ever checked
possible
to
with
see if
magic.
Mr. Planter has
Oh.
nipples?
I don't know why you gotta get all weird about it. I just want nut milk.
I don't think that's. I've never seen that. I don't have it. I'm sorry.
Elves are weird.
All right.
You tell me you never drank nut milk.
We don't drink a lot of milk.
He looks at Gwen. He's like, Is that supposed to be an innuendo? Is he coming on to me? Because it's not my type. I'm sorry.
It's an out your window.
I don't think he's coming
In
on
your
you.
endo.
Oh,
You're okay. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it.
he's a little scary.
He is, but he grows on you.
I don't
Kinda
want
like-
Especially,
Kind of like a fungus.
it's my favorite thing. Also, he's one
Do
of
you
my
have
with
any
hard candy.
antifungal
Get
cream?
more.
All right. Well,
Dare you, rat?
Hold on, that was based on someone else's comment. Hold on a second. Wait.
This is why we can't have nice things.
So while
Do you have
we're
any
wrapping,
portents?
please,
If I kept my warhammer, I could be juggling.
you can juggle the javelins.
Mm,
all right. So
I'm right up juggling javelins.
all right.
Juggling javelins
So-
go for the jugular.
What are you guys doing now?
I think
Are you done?
I
everybody
think we should shop for another hour.
Yeah, definitely.
easily. I can tell you what.
Is there a mall in this town?
No.
Maybe like a Cinnabon?
Oh,
Gwen
but there's
is.
a
is there like
Pearl Vision.
some like leather strap type of material? Because I want to like fashion a like
That's the BDSM store next door.
cool. So
It's like
I want
it's
to
like the same
fashion
guy, but he's got
fashion
a
like
hat.
a javelin like jacket thing for Butch
No. No.
that he can just have spikes and he like has a Bowser back.
Like the snapping turtle from Secret of the Ooze.
No, Bowser back.
From
I
like
said what I meant.
Super Mario Brothers.
All right. So you're looking for a leather strap?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
leather material. Is there leather
Oh,
that I can I purchase
Yes,
leather?
There's some scrap leather material if you would like
Cool.
to purchase it.
I would like some scrap leather material, please.
All right. Through everything, you're probably looking at about 2 silver.
Okay.
While they're doing all that, Gwen has pulled the velvet out of the jewelry box and like dusted it off, and now she's like sorting the trail mix into each compartment.
Oh no.
She's got her snacks on the go now.
Oh no. She's a don't let my foods touch.
No. She just wants to have different options.
Oh.
She has no issues with that, but she doesn't want to have to.
It's a
pick
portable
through.
charcuterie tray.
Exactly. Like she's gonna leave a couple compartments open,
And I
but
can make stuff cold or warm at any time.
yeah. Oh,
It's
can
a
we
fridge box.
refrigerate it? Yeah. It's just got 1,000 times better. But anyways, she's just doing it. So if she wants
Works.
like a dried cherry or she wants a nut or whatever, she can like pick instead of having to sift through it. So she's put it in her bag.
Okay.
If we shop anymore, I'm gonna have to stab Jar Jar.
Right.
All right.
Head out of the store. Talk
Dried.
to Butch.
Did you get 1 or 2 boxes?
I think he just had the one.
Okay.
Boo.
I wanted 2. He only had 1.
Right now, this will be the refrigerator. Then next we'll have our hot box. It'll just be completely different.
Probably find a carpenter who'd like make us one.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But this has character. I do walk outside the shop and I look at Butch and I say, "We went over a lot last night. Are we good now?"
Butch just brings her into a big bear hug.
Oh, yay! She happily returns the hug.
And he whispers, "I'm so glad you're not dead."
Me too, buddy. Me too.
And I just like try to keep Arnon away from this moment.
Get out!
I'm just like, have some hard candy, just shoving hard candy in his face so he doesn't say anything wrong to ruin it.
I will Except the hard candy.
All
Wait,
right.
did you just feed Arnon?
I did. So that he wouldn't ruin the moment.
Oh, in some cultures, that's a proposal.
That's like, sure. So you
Fantastic.
earlier today, you guys really didn't see a tent out on the horizon.
What?
Is it? I
Huh?
pointed.
Oh, there was a
Shivers.
tent? Very cool.
Huh?
That's great.
Let's go get a drink.
Gwen still claims that there's a tent outside town.
Oh,
Interesting.
she did?
Taking notes.
I'm maybe muttering this and writing this down in my book.
No, she just said the general was thinking about the carnival.
Yeah, I pointed out the tent that was on the horizon.
Wait, there's a tent? I don't think we can see
Can
it
I
from
see
here.
it from here?
Who asked that?
I did. Can I see it still from here?
Make a perception check.
God damn it.
No, you're too far in. In the direction, all you see are the buildings of the town.
All right.
I'd also like to make a perception check.
Sure.
Isn't it? There's like
If
a
you-
missing ship or something. Who defines
No.
ship?
I forgot all about that.
Sorry, Gwen, I can't see it either.
Rhett, you
It's
kind
probably
of
all the buildings.
yeah. You look in that direction, and yeah, all you see are the buildings of the town. And you look past, you can actually kind of see a little sliver of area between two buildings, and you look out and still can't see anything.
How far away did it seem to me?
Pretty far. I mean, it was right on the edge of your distance. Like, you know how if you look out across a long distance and at the very edge of your sight, everything starts to get hazy. And it was in that haze. So it was miles away.
I just think really hard. Just trying to
Don't worry,
know
Gwen.
if it is.
Once my goddess grants me the power of flight, I'll take you up real high, and we'll be able to see much better.
I
Like
appreciate
a
you,
Butch
but-
blimp.
Our turtle claims he has flight in his future. Interesting.
Wait till all this shit comes true, Elric.
Did
right.
the hard candies have drugs in them?
So, were we supposed to go back and see Calliope today?
She said like 2 days to give you time to recuperate. So it is cresting past 11:30. So is there anything else that you guys want to accomplish on this free day before resting for the evening?
Do pies come with different fillings?
They do.
You do.
Apple, cherry. They're nut pies.
They
All
even make
sweet.
smaller ones called hand pies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
There's also turnovers, which
Not
is like
filled
a,
with hands. They're
which
just
is like
made to
a-
be handheld.
Oh,
there's like a turnover, which is like a fully enclosed, like a smaller handheld pie. Very similar to what Rhett was saying.
I wish
I'm
to eat all
very
of these.
distracted by what I saw. That's all Gwen's thinking about at this point. Like, she's thinking, like, can I walk there and back in a day? That's driving her nuts.
Circuses aren't real anyway.
Sir pie.
I think at some point later on in the day, before the Flawless Tome closes for the day, Elric's gonna make his way back there and maybe ask Anisra out on a date.
I do declare.
I do declare. All right.
God damn it, man. I mean, yeah,
Can I
wait,
give him bardic
3
inspiration?
days.
Bardic
Mhm.
inspiration.
For your date. Oh.
Yeah.
Give me.
Oh God, I would need to tell you about me trying to get with this shopkeep.
Well, Arnon could have told us all. If he
The
felt
guy
so
who
inclined.
never speaks is going to tell you.
He
Probably
could
not.
have. He had a
Hold on.
surprise. He has a surprising affinity to
Unless
hard
he's trying
candy.
to start some shit. He's a shit starter.
Boom.
Arnon's full of surprises.
Aw.
One thing I'm not full of is nut milk. You guys seriously have never heard of nut milk?
Hey, are you talking about like almond milk, things like that?
Are you asking out of character or in character?
In character.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
I was
It's like- it's
just
like,
kind
yeah.
of like wondering
Wouldn't
if
that just
maybe
be
this
nut
is like
juice?
a snooty high
Are
elf thing that seeped
Is
into
it-
me from my
are
childhood.
elves mammals?
Yes.
Then I think elves are the only sentient mammals where we're from, Gwen.
No.
No?
Tobias.
Oh, right. There's also those cat folk.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck does that have to do with nut milk?
I don't know.
I still think it's nut juice.
I do not think that Gwen would
Yeah,
know what
you
nut milk
you can
is.
juice nuts, but you can't milk them.
Right.
Because then you're gonna make like coffee, right?
Yeah.
Are you the same people who would like argue that tomatoes are fruit?
No.
What are you
think I'm
talking
a
about?
monster?
Why would tomatoes be a fruit?
It's a texture thing, okay? Call it nut milk because of the consistency, not because you squeeze a teat.
What are you talking about?
So how do you make
Like
nut
Nut
milk?
a tomato is a vegetable because it is savory.
Okay. If you're gonna crush a nut and get nut milk,
Crushing nuts all day.
if you crush a tomato, are you getting tomato milk?
Tomato milk. Clearly,
It's not the
tomato
same.
milk.
That would be juice.
That's what
It's not the
I don't
same
know. I
consistency.
haven't had nut milk, Arnon. I'm just trying
Not-
to figure out what you want.
Oh my god, I'm embarrassed. This must be a high elf thing that has leached into me from my embarrassing childhood.
Yeah. It's a high elf thing.
Now that I think
I
of
know
it,
what you're talking
last
about.
time I had
We can
nut
enjoy
milk
our
was-
nut milk outside of this group.
was with my parents.
I'm a happy.
Oh, you could maybe know what nut milk is, right?
Yeah.
From your human side? Or from your elf side, I guess.
Yeah.
The high
Why
elf.
would you want to turn
And
nuts
my
into
parents
a
are like all
beverage?
rich and stuff, so
You just
Why would
eat
you want to turn turtles into a soup?
because turtles are food.
So are nuts.
Yeah, but why would you turn it into a beverage when you can just eat them? It's a waste of water.
Here's the
Turtles
thing.
aren't
happened?
liquid.
Yeah, but you just made him drinkable in a soup. He's got a point, Butch.
Yeah.
There is one thing I do want to that I want to do before we finish. It doesn't
Okay,
have to
what's
do with
that?
nut milk. I think once like if Gwen has a chance to like get away, like maybe go back to the barracks, like she hasn't really successfully prayed to anything ever, and especially never heard anything back. But
Okay.
she like isn't really sure if it would work, but she tries to pray or think really hard about Hugh.
Okay, so you're more
She's
or
just
less
trying to see if she can reach out to him.
Okay. So,
Do you have
I've
some
got an augury spell.
special
ahead.
mushrooms that can help?
I'm afraid they'll hinder the process.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you are all alone, correct?
Yeah.
Make a religion check for me.
What is prayer?
Fucking
All right.
time.
So, hold on. I gotta find it. Where did I put it?
She's still trying to figure all the shit out, so it could be like a complete waste of time, but she's got to try.
Meanwhile, Rhett, you and I can practice our flutes or lutes. Wait, did you buy me a flute or
Flautist.
flute?
Yeah,
Loot.
we each
Okay.
have a flute.
Okay.
Let
so,
us floutulate.
Gwen,
Yes.
you sit
I only have a
down.
clarinet here.
You sit down. You start more or less meditating on your thoughts of what happened the past day, your thoughts of Hugh, the connection that you felt. You sit there for a few minutes and end up entering almost a trance-like state while thinking and, for lack of a better term, praying to Hugh. Suddenly, from inside the blackness of your eyes, you see a familiar sight again. And once again, you are standing on the edge, in the woods, on the edge of a clearing. A full moon up above, moonlight filling the clearing. In the center, the same woman in white stands. She's looking off into the distance, and you're looking at her profile. A small figure stands before her, Bo, looking up at her. The light begins to change. The clearing, which was bathed in a soft white light, now ombres into a deep magenta. You see Bo look up. He looks frantic. He runs towards the woman in white, and she kneels down towards him and lifts him up and cradles him in her arms. She turns towards you, her gaze pushing past the tree line and locking directly on you. You're pulled out, and you're sitting in your room.
Did Bo look afraid?
Make a perception check.
How do you spell bow? Is it just
B-O.
B-O? Okay.
Yeah. It's Boleet.
You're not sure, but you did see him run towards the lady in white and jump into her arms.
Can I make... Do I know who she is?
Make a religion check. Yes. Yes, you do.
She's who I think she is.
Yes, she is.
Can I try again and reach out to her?
You can try.
What do I do to do that?
Make one final religion check for me.
It's all religion today, guys. I'm actually doing it.
You are in the holiest of holies.
So, you attempt again. You close your eyes. You attempt to reach out to this being. Suddenly, you see something different. Suddenly, you're standing on the parapet of a keep. Below you, you see a city burning with a black-purple flame. You look out to see the gates and the walls shattered, and hundreds, if not thousands, of soldiers rushing in. You see a dark smudge scream across the sky. You can't quite make out the shape, but it's dark. Almost invisible, almost unseeable. Suddenly, from that being, you see a dark purple energy of some sort burst out from it and bathe the ground in another sweltering black flame. You turn your head and you see the same woman standing next to you. Her voice speaks to you in your head. You can save them.
Who are they?
Do you ask her that?
Where am I? Like, it just big questions.
Make a perception check. This is not a city you've seen before, but you can make out certain aspects of the city. You can make out specific buildings, the castle, and you would be able to describe the city to other people, but you do not know it.
How can I where do we start to save them?
The only response you get before, as you are drawn out of this vision, is a voice, that same voice that says, "Trust in those around you." And then you're back in your room. And that is where we're going to end it for the night. Because it is 10 till midnight. So, thank you all for sticking with us in this incredibly roleplay heavy episode. We will be back next week at the same time.
I'm going to read my book overnight, too.
All right. Very good.
And I'm going to make another bottle.
Good.
I played the shit out of that flute.
Yeah, you played the shit out of that flute.
I did.
I saw that.
It was very impressive.
All right. So, on that note, thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you all next week, where maybe some more questions, maybe some more answers. We'll see. Have a good night, and we will see you next time.
Once those natural ones.